city councilperson of the city of Schenectady to the best of my ability.
Well, I won't back down.
I let you know.
You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Gonna stand my ground. Won't be turned
Wake up, Schenectady. Get with it. We can't have this stuff anymore.
And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand
This good citizen decided to help clean up this mess.
And I won't
And we owe him a debt of gratitude.
down.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thanks for coming forward.
baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey,
And look at the difference. Look how nice it looks now.
my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one life. In a world that keeps on pushing me around, but I stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Welcome to the Riggi Report. I'm Vince Riggi. I'm a member of the Schenectady City Council. On today's show, we're going to concentrate on positive things in the city of Schenectady. And we're going to start things off with the mayor's program of Key to the City. This is a positive thing, and the mayor's put this together with his staff to show what can happen when people will invest back in the city of Schenectady, something that we certainly need more of. So we're going to go to that segment right now. Our Mayor of Schenectady, Gary McCarthy, he'll explain the Keys to the City program.
Again, we're just trying to create an opportunity here for home ownership. We've labeled it Key to the City, home ownership made easy in Schenectady. And Key Bank has provided a mortgage package which allows people to get a mortgage pretty much at 100% to value the house, with $500 down. And Key will loan up to $50,000 above the appraised price so that individuals can buy a house and then go in and make necessary renovations to establish the house and really make it a home. One of the things that I want to emphasize to people, when you see the summaries of real estate transactions that occur, sometimes they're going to show us up, sometimes they're going to show us down. The real value in this program is not just selling properties. It is attracting homeowners to these houses. People that are going to buy the house, they're going to live there, they're going to take pride in the neighborhood. And so that when we have those people buying houses, even though sometimes our numbers may be down, it's a greater value and it has a greater long-term impact than if you just have quick sales. And again, some of the things that would go to landlords and investor properties that I do not consider necessarily the highest and best utilization of property in the city of Schenectady. And so, Joe, from Key Bank, again, I want to thank you for your participation and help.
Thank you, Mayor McCarthy. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. Let me first start by thanking the City of Schenectady and all their fine leadership, as well as the Department of Development, who continue to make this program a success. It is often said that from small things, big things one day will grow. The Key to the City partnership is a perfect example of just this. Over a year ago, a fledgling partnership between the City of Schenectady, Prudential Manor Homes, and Key Bank began. Today, this partnership has grown tenfold and is now composed of many city departments, local businesses, and interested citizens who all share the expressed desire of seeing the city return to its great prominence. The City of Schenectady brings outstanding leadership and a visionary, pragmatic approach to to improving life here in Schenectady.
So what do you think about the program, the Key to the City program, and as far as, for Schenectady?
Well, I think it's outstanding. I think, the ability for people to come together, form partnerships with a specific goal in mind, is an outstanding plan anyway. But with a specific goal of bringing homeowners into the city and, thinking about, from our own perspective, the role that schools play in that. Being aware that that's one of the first and foremost things that people ask about, when thinking about moving into an area.
When my parents bought our house in Bellevue that I grew up in, the reason they bought that house was because Euclid School was just a few doors away. They had a young family at the time, so it's a long time ago, but that's what brought them into the city, and to want to live in a certain area, in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I think it's so important, it's such a big component of the big picture of bringing Schenectady back.
Yeah, and it's and I'm pretty excited about it because I just moved into town. I live in Schenectady. I've got 2 kids that are school age, and they'll be going to Schenectady schools this fall. So I think it's a great opportunity. It's a great time right now for us to kind of turn a new page, help people understand all the great things about the Schenectady schools, understand what kinds of things we're doing to improve the schools, how we're partnering with the city and these other agencies. I think the public-private partnership is the way we have to go now in order to get things done in society, and just to look at how collaborative everybody is being. How can we work together to better for all of us is impressive.
Yeah, well, it's just important. It's good to see that people are going to use their imaginations and to work together. Because I was talking to the fellow for Key Bank too. Without the financing, this can't work either. So it's so many things, but it's coming together, and that is exciting. Yeah. And I know I talked to you at the last open house that we had about I would like to address especially the elementary school children about being residents in Schenectady, being good citizens. Mm-hmm. That's what I was taught when I was going to school, and I think it's an important thing, and if we can reinforce that with them about, how we should act, and what's expected of us to be good neighbors.
Well, and that notion of what it means to be a good citizen, not just from, a governance standpoint, which is often in the curriculum, why you vote, what representative democracy means, and those kinds of things, but, what it means to be a member of a community, what privileges you get from being a member of a community, and therefore what responsibilities you have being a member of that community.
So I think everything together, this is going to work, and I'm glad to see you on board.
Absolutely.
It's good to see a fresh face because the school system is just so important to the city. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Pleased to be here.
Okay. Our next segment is going to feature neighborhood associations. I've been involved in neighborhood association in my own neighborhood for many years. I actually was a member of someone that started the Bellevue Preservation Association back in 1999. So I know what neighborhood associations are, how important they are to the city of Schenectady, and it brings community together, it brings people together in a positive fashion. And right now we're going to do a segment in the Goose Hill neighborhood in Steinmetz Park. It's a community garden, and Camille Sasanowski is the president of the Goose Hill Neighborhood Association. Camille has been a dedicated worker and volunteer in her neighborhood, and I just want to show people what can happen when we have dedication for people that live in neighborhoods who just don't say, I've had enough and want to move out of Schenectady. They're there to make a positive difference in our city. So let's take a look at what Camille has done in her neighborhood.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze.
Hi, it's Vince Riggi with the Riggi Report. I'm here with Camille Sasanowski. She's the president of the Goose Hill Neighborhood Association, and we're here at the Steinmetz Park Community Gardens, something that the Neighborhood Association, along with the Capital District Community Gardens, worked in concert with and put this thing together, and it's just beautiful. I was here last week for a ribbon cutting, and it just knocked my socks off coming here and seeing it, so I thought it'd be a good portion to show what can happen when a neighborhood can work with another group and the nice things that can happen, because we have some problems in some of the neighborhoods, no question about it, but I just wanted to show people what can happen when neighbors work together and people work together. So, Camille, this is just great, you know, what you've done here.
Thank you very much, Vince.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you're here today.
Well, it's nice. Camille I've known her for years, and she's one of the worker bees in her neighborhood that's concerned about her neighborhood, and that's what we need. We need a lot of that in the city, and when we get more of that, things will definitely be better. So this is a good example of what can happen when people work together and people are concerned about their neighborhoods, and they just don't throw up their hands and say, I've had enough. So I really commend you for your hard work in this beautiful garden that you have here. It's amazing.
It was just facilitating it. It's everybody else's doing. You know, and
it's great.
The calls and stuff like that.
I even saw on Facebook, I saw some people that I knew through Facebook, and one girl said she has a garden here.
Great.
Because David wanted a cucumber. She said, well, come to the Steinmetz Park. He said that you could have one, she said. So maybe she'll show up tonight.
We got all kinds of cucumbers. We got squash and peppers and name it. And
Give me a little background on you. When did you start with your neighborhood association, getting involved?
I've been involved for my entire life, and there was a period of time when there were like 3 different neighborhood associations in Goose Hill itself, and we weren't working together, so there wasn't the strength that we were all looking for.
Anytime you have something like this is a real positive for the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
So they don't just give grants to uninterested people or uninterested neighborhoods. So it shows what your involvement and your interest has done to bring things back. And I know you've lived here all your life, and you know the area well. Like I know Bellevue well the same way. So we know our neighborhoods, what they were and what they can be. And it's good when we have the interest to bring things back.
Yes.
It's very important.
It's good to see younger people getting involved, and you know, not that I want to see their children use the same slogan as I do, raised and aged on Goose Hill, but just to see their participation, that's critical.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We need the youth on board also. Yeah,
absolutely.
Without doubt.
Absolutely. Everybody has these beans.
The beans.
We call them Mr. Vendetti beans. Mr. Vendetti came from Italy over 100 years ago and landed on Avenue A. He came with a pocket full of beans and 50 cents in his other pocket. And I met his grandson up here, and his grandson, since Mr. Vendetti passed away, he has been distributing the dried beans, and he gave me a bunch of them for the garden and also for the association, and people just scoffed them up just to carry on the tradition.
What a legacy
Vendetti.
that is.
So thank you to Michael Brucker for that. They're all through here. And they're a young couple, Ed and Kayla, and they've never had a garden before. And look at what they've produced.
First time garden.
Yeah. And when you look at all of these individual gardens, to think it was not a wasteland, just a open space. And now it's like everybody's individual quilt.
Yeah.
And their thumbprint or their fingerprint on their individual plots.
That's a great analogy.
It's beautiful the way it all came together.
Yeah, it is. This is just amazing. It really is. It's an amazing thing to see. This is just it's like a miniature formal garden for like pixies or something. Yes.
Rita's garden.
Yeah, this is Rita.
Yeah.
This is Rita's garden. Yeah.
You met her.
Lovely Rita, meter maid.
Yes.
I met her last week when we had the ribbon cutting, and this is just an amazing. What she did with this plot of land is amazing. This is Kate. She's got a plot in this garden. She could tell you a little about it.
I do. We have some cauliflower in the front here, some eggplants, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, and kale and beets. So we're planting for the winter now.
It's for
Yes, I'm very excited.
Again, this is community working together, and that's what you get. People getting together in their neighborhood, and this is what results from it.
This is by the wayside zucchini, right? Yeah. Right, Kate? Yeah.
Strolling through the crowd like Pete Laura contemplating a crime. She comes out of the sun in a silk dress, running like a watercolor in the rain. Don't bother asking for explanation, she'll just tell you that she came in the year of the cat. Give you time for questions as she locks up your arm in hers, and you follow till your sense of which direction completely disappears. By the blue tiled walls near the market stalls, there's a hidden door she leads you to. These days, she says, I feel my life just like a river running through the year of the cat. While she looks at you so funny, and her eyes shine like the moon in the sea. She comes and says, I'm patchouli.
And they share.
So you take her
Your plants, you know. I had one of those talking parrots.
Oh yeah?
Those motion activated parrots. And I was going to put it
Put
in.
it in here.
Yeah. Just for the heck of it. No, because no, I didn't give you the combination. I don't know every year this year.
Our next segment is going to feature another component of living in the city of Schenectady, an important component. It's the Schenectady Neighborhood Watch. We were involved in National Night Out, and that's the thing that goes on through the nation on the Tuesday in August. And it's important. It shows how people get together to protect their neighborhoods. Right now in most cities, there are issues, crime issues, criminal issues, missing children issues, abandoned children issues. So these are things that are important. And I want to show it the Neighborhood Watch. And there are good volunteers that want to get together to protect their neighborhood. So this is another aspect of living in your community, being a part of your neighborhood, and being interactive in things that go on in your city, and show how you can do positive things and really make a difference. And I think with Fred Lee and his Neighborhood Watch group, you'll be very aware of what can happen when people get together and how they can protect their neighborhoods. We're here now in another part of Steinmetz Park, and it's National Night Out tonight. It's Tuesday. And another example of when people come together to try to make a difference in their neighborhood, we have volunteers from all over the city, Neighborhood Watch volunteers. They want to make a difference in their neighborhoods. They want their neighborhoods to be safe. They want quality of life issues to be addressed. And this is what it's all about. So it's just another idea of people coming together for positive things, and that's what we need. We need more of it. And these people are indeed interested because they're here. So we need other people to be interested. And when everybody gets interested, we'll have a better city.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I'd like to recognize our city councilman. Where'd he go? Vince Riggi. Right here. Oh, there he is. I'd like to recognize our city councilman, Vince Riggi, is here. I appreciate you attending. That's great.
My pleasure.
We have assembled before you the members of Neighborhood Watch from around the city, various representations. Where's the Bellevue members?
Debbie, right there, right in front of you.
Right there, yeah.
Straight ahead.
The Boulevards, Central State. Where are we missing? Mount Pleasant, Hamilton Hill, downtown.
Downtown,
I don't know alphabetical order.
The only one.
Goose Hill Avenue. Sorry, we got you alphabetical order. It's really great that you're able to come out tonight to show Goose Hill that we're serious about Neighborhood Watch and their neighborhood as part of the city as well.
This is you, Vince. The neighborhood.
All my heart's always been.
All the years you attended those council meetings.
Neighborhood's important. Without any neighborhoods, you don't have a city.
That's it.
You can't just have downtown, you gotta have neighborhoods.
Right? In all the years you kept Bellevue strong.
Guys.
Coming up, you gotta
have it all.
annual outing there.
Yeah.
In the 11th.
Yeah.
Where's Donna? She should be walking with us.
I'm here with Nick Barber, a good old friend of mine. We went to school together, Mount Pleasant High School.
You did.
And Nick's deeply involved in the Neighborhood Watch, and his heart is really there for the neighborhoods, as mine is. So, Nick, you grew up in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Relatives here.
Goose Hill.
Yeah.
My grandparents raised 12 kids right on this street on Lennox Road.
Yeah.
Across from Steinitz Park where we started. You know, the parks were always vibrant place to go, safe place. Just like you worked for years in Bellevue, Hillhurst Park, and Bellevue Parks.
Yeah. It's the things we knew and grew up with. You know, you had a sense of family, you had a sense of community, and it's coming back. It can come back. We need people like this working together to bring things together. That's what it needs.
The important thing is neighbors knowing each other's. You know, in the Neighborhood Watch, we like to have people that, even if they just look out the window, as a window watcher, they don't have to go outside or put themselves in any fear or danger, but just see, hear, and report things.
Yeah.
And in the old days, if we did something wrong,
the
next door neighbor's going to tell this one's going to tell, and it gets back to your father, and then you came home and you get a whooping. So, I mean, it's good to know your neighbors because that's the safety network, the community.
Yes.
So that's why we want more Neighborhood Watch members. And it's thank you for the city, endorses the Neighborhood Watch, supplies us with equipment. You know?
So anybody wants to belong to the Neighborhood Watch and get hold of Fred Lee, get hold of Nick Barber.
Right, any captain, each neighborhood has a captain. You fill out an application and you get trained by the city. And so we're happy to have them.
More volunteers, the better.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
I don't see the population out cheering us on.
You know, she might have broken off.
My name's Paul. Hi, Paul. I moved over here in October. I definitely want to join.
Well, we're endorsed and sponsored by the police department. They train us, they provide us with equipment. You can do as minimally as much as you want. You can be a window watcher, you never have to leave your house. Or you can go out and patrol, you can walk, go on your bike, go with a partner, patrol on your car, and you get free training. And it's by application. And if you're interested, I live right here on Knott Street.
And several people suggested to me while we were walking that maybe not this big, but we should do it in each of the neighborhoods from time to time. Maybe once a month or once a quarter. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your neighborhood. We probably talked to at least 3 individuals who are interested in joining Neighborhood Watch. One day we were over in Central State. Everybody was complaining about no members, no members. I said, well, I'm tired of you guys doing this. I'm going to go out and recruit somebody. We walked across the street. He was sitting on his front porch with his family. Long story short, he joined up and now he's the captain of Central State Neighborhood Watch. So it just proves that it can be done. So we need to do more of it. We need all of your help. Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. It shows you what positive things can happen in a community, and when positive things happen in a community, what people can do when they get together and they're proactive in their neighborhoods. Instead of just talking to each other on their door stoops, join your neighborhood association. Join the Neighborhood Watch. It's very important to get involved in your community. If you want to make a difference, or you truly want to make a difference, this is what you can do. You can join and become part of your community, an active part of your community. That's what we need here in the city of Schenectady. We can bring it back, but we need people to bring it back with. And I want to hear from you. If you have any ideas about cleanups or anything like that, please let me know. We already have some things in the works for this what's left of this summer and fall season to get Schenectady cleaned up a bit. So I'd like to hear from you. Any ideas that you may have, please bring them forward to me, and I'll be happy to try to implement them. Thank you.